Hey guys, welcome back to Film Spire. Today we'll talk about the most nauseating moments on Dr. Pimple Popper. Let's head into it. Number 3. A trio of blackheads, moles, and cysts.
These are small. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, nick on the skin, I'm sorry. Just need little nicks here.
And the first and longest clip that this video has to offer, Dr. Lee removes blackheads or open comedones from a young patient's cheek. These are clogged pores that are filled with dead skin cells and oil, which can be sticky, as Lee says in the video, and hard to cleanly extract. I see what you mean with this one. Lee says to the patient about a particularly stubborn blackhead. He's coming out, but he's definitely grumpy. She quickly adds, "It's so weird that I think they have personalities." But it's true that some blackheads are more difficult to remove than others. In this video, some of the blackheads are so stubborn, even Dr. Lee's trusty comedone extractor can't remove them. The dermatologist advises the patient to apply a warm compress and to use Retin-A, a medication to treat acne, to loosen the blackheads for removal. That's a tip to steal for yourself. When it comes to removing a mole in a different clip, Lee explains to the patient that her skin concern is located next to a vein, meaning bruising could occur upon removal. Pulling that patient's skin taut with one hand, Lee uses a blade with her other hand to carefully cut the mole off. The procedure takes mere seconds. Afterwards, Lee shows a clip of the growth under a microscope. You've never looked at your own mole the same way. The last clip in the compilation shows the removal of a tiny cyst from a patient's ear. This removal, which, like the previous, takes mere seconds, is done with a comedone extractor to pop the cyst and extract its contents. Unlike the cheek blackheads, which were removed with the same tool, this procedure produces a more satisfying pop of skin cells and keratin for traditional popaholics looking for their fix. Number 2. A massive dilated pore of Weiner. Every medical researcher yearns to leave a legacy behind, and that of Louis H. Weiner, a dermatologist born in 1903 in the small snowy town of Superior, Wisconsin, is the dilated pore of Weiner. In 1954, Weiner first described a large, solitary open comedone, a hair follicle occluded by rogue keratin that had gathered up so much mass the pore had expanded, and a dilated pore of Weiner, basically a supersized blackhead, is what makes an appearance in a new video from Dr. Pimple Popper. Dr. Lee uses her fingers to push out a mass, the size and consistency of a spat-out wad of chewing gum that had settled next to the eye of an elderly patient. Dilated pores of Weiner develop more often in middle-aged and older individuals. Opinions differ on whether or not the skin condition is a unique one or an epidermal inclusion cyst, with some extra inflammation and complications due to its place squarely in a hair follicle. This may go without saying, but they can also be gnarly. Past Dr. Pimple Popper videos have shown Lee extracting a hard rock-like mass from a patient's back and squeezing an orange-sized chunk of dark crud from an ear. Both were in fact dilated pores of Weiner. Now the spirit of Dr. Weiner is honored every time Dr. Pimple Popper's viewers wince at the deflation of a single mass, clogging up a mutilated pore. It's absolutely insane how disgusting but also satisfying these videos are. Number 1. Thick cake frosting from a massive back cyst.
So you don't watch these, but your sister does.
You know, she does, and then she got me into it.
Oh, she did. All right. So that.
Dr. Pimple Popper's latest video shows an absolutely crazy two-part struggle against a sebaceous cyst. Dr. Pimple Popper cut an incision into what looks like a patient's back. In stage 1, Lee squeezes out a frosting textured white mass of keratin that came up pretty superficial, but some fibrous tissue remains, requiring the TLC star to reach for her curette and tweezers. Lee tries to get out the pink roast beef looking mass in one motion, using the tweezers, but the borrowed gunk is stubborn. It wants to tear easily, which is common. She remarks, "I'm going to see if I can try to tug it out a little bit." Sebaceous cysts result from the blockage of the sebaceous gland and can grow deep and wide and do so slowly. The patient says she has endured hers for 2.5 years, but luckily she found out about the wonders of Dr. Pimple Popper from her sister and made an appointment. You know, she does watch, and she got me into it, so I started watching it, she explained. We are once again shocked by how amazing she does her job and how the disgusting pops don't seem to faze her at all. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.